Welcome to One Girl in All the World, a Buffy the Vampire Slayer rewatch podcast where we recap each episode in order and discuss. I'm Ashley, Buffy super fan.
Kimmy, Buffy newbie.
You can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube and Instagram, with new episodes on Tuesdays. All right, this is a very good episode, I will say.
It is good. However, it was a mind fuck.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure exactly what happened.
Yeah,
I don't know what just happened.
You will, but again, nobody understands what's happened. We're gonna learn along with the characters, so we're not privy to anything. We are privy to a little bit that they're not privy to. But as far as like what's going on here, we don't know.
No.
But very good episode, very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Each kind of like storyline was written by a different
interesting
person.
Cool.
So Joss wrote the Holden and Buffy stuff.
Okay.
Someone, I can't remember now, but someone else wrote the Dawn storyline. Someone else wrote the like Jonathan and Andrew storyline.
Okay,
like
that's kind of cool.
And then the Willow and Cassie storyline.
Okay.
There's no Xander in this episode. Did you notice that?
Oh, I didn't.
No Anya either, but Xander's obviously.
I did not
day
notice
one,
that.
Day one OG. Yeah, no Xander in this episode, which is kind of ironic considering like Nicholas Brennan just passed away. And Joss wrote the song that this is in this episode, which I did not know. That was a new fact to me. You know, when Joss has his hands in not a finale and not a premiere, it's an important episode. You know what I mean? Like there's more. It means something.
Yeah.
In the bigger scope of things, because he wanted to have control over it. Okay, so we're talking all that to say we are talking about Conversations with Dead People, episode 7. All right, so Conversations with Dead People originally aired November 12th, 2002, written by Jane Epstein and Drew Goddard. That's, I guess, who's, like, officially credited on there. Directed by Nick Merrick, and the synopsis is, while hunting for vampires at the cemetery, Buffy runs into a former classmate turned vampire who ends up turning to him for therapy. Meanwhile, Willow is interrupted at the library by the recently dead Cassie, or some form of her, who claims to have a message for Willow from Tara. Dawn returns home to find Joyce attempting to reach out from the beyond, but some force prevents her from doing so. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
So this is only one of 2 episodes that has the title of the episode written out in the beginning. So
the synopsis of the episode?
Well, like the title.
Oh, okay.
Like, so it says Conversations with Dead People in the beginning, and Once More with Feeling is the other one that does that. And so we start out, it says November 12th, 2002, 8:01 p.m.
And then that's the last reference we have to any date and time for the whole rest of the episode, so...
Yeah, it all happens the same night.
Okay, but I'm just not sure why...
I'm not sure why that is.
Why we drew attention to that, because I wrote it down and I'm like, are we going to have like a time sync?
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be like 8:20 or like 9:30? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I mean, it would have been cool.
Okay, so we are at the Bronze. A band is getting ready to play. And Buffy is just walking. We're setting the scene. We're showing where everybody is and what's happening.
Little montage of like different scenes here.
Yeah, little montage of setting the scene where everybody's at, touching base with everybody. Buffy's walking through the cemetery. Spike's sitting at the bar, at the Bronze.
The Bronze, yeah. Drinking.
Willow is kind of just studying, air quotes, but more like...
She looks like she's off in dreamland.
Yeah, she's just like, at the library. And then Dawn comes home and no one's there. But there's a note that Buffy left her money for dinner, no pizza.
Willow and her are going to be late. Oh, it says no pizza on it?
It says no pizza.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
No pizza underlined.
I mean, she's a teenage girl. What does she expect?
Yeah, she's like, eat something healthy. Well, what else is she going to like...
Pizza's healthy. Yeah, what are they going to have, like a Sweet Green out there? I'm so sure.
Is she just going to like walk to like the grocery store, buy groceries, and then make dinner?
And it's like night out right now.
And she has to like order something. Like, so, anyway. All right, so then Buffy comes up to a freshly dug grave, and a hand comes out. So she's like, okay, time to go. We go to the credits, and when we come back, we see Jonathan and Andrew are back heading to Sunnydale anyway.
And here's where we should have guessed the question.
So Jonathan and Andrew are coming back to Sunnydale. They've been in Mexico.
They're having a weird conversation.
That they are having nightmares. So they're dealing with a lot of guilt.
As they should be.
As they should be. But they're also having dreams about, well, we kind of figure out that they're having dreams about a seal. I think is it Andrew that says it, or Jonathan says something in, like, I think it's in Latin. And Andrew translates says, it eats you, starting from with your bottom. When he means from beneath you, it devours.
Yes,
So that's how he
the
translates
thing that we keep, the thing that we keep seeing.
It eats you, starting with your bottom. That was so funny. But they're coming back to Sunnydale to make it right, to help Buffy. In the graveyard, Buffy immediately starts fighting this new vampire. And then back at Buffy's, Dawn has ordered pizza. Like, what Buffy doesn't know won't hurt her.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens, because she drops pizza sauce on the shirt. And she's like, oh, what Buffy knows. Buffy doesn't know.
Buffy will think it's blood.
Okay. Yes, and that was funny. I didn't realize it's because she wasn't supposed to eat pizza.
She wasn't supposed to eat pizza.
I thought she was wearing Buffy's shirt or something. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and she's eating pizza and just kind of goes wild. She's a teenager home alone. She's blasting music. She's dancing around. She's trying on Buffy's playing with weapons, kind of like trying on Buffy's clothes, and that's when she like gets the pizza on it. Mm-hmm. But we see somebody watching from like through the blinds. Yep. And then she hears this
loud noise,
like this big knock, bang, thump, something.
It's like a weird noise.
So at the library, Willow is interrupted by her not studying from Cassie, who we met in Help, and died. Mm-hmm. From a heart condition.
Right. So there she is. Willow's like, I can see you.
Oh, hello. And she's like, oh, I know you. I saw a picture of you. They never met, but she doesn't know what she looks like.
Okay, right.
And Cassie says, oh, yeah, it's weird. Like, we're talking now, but we never met. And basically, she says, Tara asked me to come and talk to you.
Yeah, so interesting that Tara just couldn't come herself.
She couldn't come herself. And she has an explanation for that eventually.
She does. And she makes sure that Willow knows is actually Tara that sent her by talking about something that sounds like maybe only Willow would know, like something about singing on a bridge or something like that.
Yeah. Did she say that yet?
She does. And then she says how Tara still sings.
Yeah, that she's talking about the song that they shared in Once More We're Feeling.
Oh, that's
what they were on the bridge and Once More We're Feeling.
Oh,
sang.
Okay.
And that she still sings. So
I was like, what is this bridge thing we're talking about?
It was immediately against Willow's probably better judgment. She's completely taken into this right away.
I also was, though.
Grief.
Yes.
And her just guilt and all of this. So she believes this immediately.
Of course she would. But also, like, why wouldn't she? Because this person that we knew from before, seemingly knew from before, it seems like that, and she's talking about something that happened. So that's how these movies go. Just like when we're watching a movie like, I don't know, Ghost, for instance, when, Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze is trying to like convince Demi Moore that he's really there. You have to tell her something that, convinces her.
Ditto.
That's right.
Ditto. I always say, Molly, you in danger, girl, no matter what it is. Like if something's bad, I'm like, Molly, you in danger, girl. Yeah. Willow, you in danger, girl. All right. So at Buffy's, Dawn is talking on the phone, still eating pizza, watching like an old like Dracula movie on the phone with one of her friends. And they're like talking about what they're watching, but they're like, wait, we're not watching the same thing.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
And then she hears some thumping. She's like, there it is again. And she hears this thumping, and she walks over to the door. It flies open.
Yeah, like really violently.
Like hurricane force winds.
It's like crazy wind.
She had turned the TV off when this happened. Threw the door closed. Like she was like, what's going on? And then the TV turns on again.
Yep.
She walks over, tries to turn it off, won't work, unplugs it.
Plugs it. It's still on. And this is where I'm like, time to get out of the house.
Yeah.
This would be my speedy exit, people.
Yeah, so it won't turn off.
Yeah.
So back in the graveyard, Buffy is fighting this vampire, and he's about to bite her, and he's like, Buffy? And it turns out they went to school together.
In high school.
Holden. He's like,
remember him?
She's like, no, we never met him before.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, is this somebody I totally just forgot? Okay, great.
And he's like, you don't remember me? And she's like, no, I don't remember you. So then we go back to Buffy's. Dawn, all the electronics are turning on in the house.
And she's like smashing them and like trying to like...
It is weird that she immediately just starts destroying the house. I thought that was a bit weird. She decides just to bash them all in with like a sledgehammer.
As a 6, if I revert back to my 6-year-old self, I think I may have done the same thing.
I would have just ran out of the house.
I mean, yes, that first, obviously.
She just starts bashing everything in. Like, that house hasn't been destroyed enough times. But I thought that was a bit strange. But Anyway, she runs into the kitchen. The radio's going.
The microwave.
The microwave's going. She's about to smash the microwave, but then it explodes before she can do that.
Yeah, creepy.
And then through the kitchen radio, she hears her mother's voice. She hears Joyce kind of calling for her.
Yep.
So back at the graveyard, Holden is trying to jog Buffy's memory. He's like, oh, you copied off of me on this paper once. Oh, you did this once. We did that. I did the lighting for this play. She's like, sorry. And then he's like, I dropped the soundboard on your foot. And she's like, now I remember you. I remember you dropping that on my foot. And he's like, ah, okay, yeah. She's like, how you been? He's like, well, dead.
Nice little catch up.
Dead, apparently. He went to Dartmouth, got into Taekwondo. Right. Is studying psychology, and he took a year off to work at the Sunnydale psych ward.
He volunteered at the psych ward.
Yeah. She's like, wow, popular place. He's like, yeah. And he's like, hey, you remember Crazy Jay? He had that whole shtick, like, hey, I'm Crazy Jay. She's like, yeah. He's like, how is he or something? And he says, crazy. He's there. He's been admitted since graduation.
So it wasn't a shtick.
I mean, if I went to that graduation too, I probably would have been committed as well, considering what everyone saw, what happened to everybody.
That was pretty, yeah.
So he says, like, how are you? What's up with you? And what is, you were so mysterious in high school. And she says, well, I'm the Slayer. I'm the Slayer. He's like, yeah, there were so many rumors about you, that you were dating this older guy, and that Scott Hope said you were gay.
But to be fair, he said that about everybody.
He said about everybody. And then, surprise, Scott came out as gay last year. Do you remember Scott?
No.
He was the one that she dated in the beginning of season 3, like to kind of like get over Angel. He was cute. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
And he's talking about like being like, he feels connected to this whole like evil, like a bigger than me evil. Like he feels all this. He feels great for turning into a vampire. And Buffy says she doesn't feel so connected. She's not so connected to that. Mm-hmm. And then her phone is ringing in the grass from where they like fought earlier. Her phone flew out and landed in the grass. Dawn. It's Dawn trying to call Buffy. So, Dawn has like stepped on glass from the microwave. So she's like bandaging her feet.
Yep.
And out of behind Dawn, we see Joyce on the couch, dead, like we saw her in the body, like the same clothes, like kind of like set,
the same position. Yeah.
And Dawn kind of like sees something out of the corner of her eye, looks, not there, nothing's there. And then the lights start flickering.
The house is possessed, people.
Yeah, this is like right out of Poltergeist when like so this chairs all like balance on the table. Yeah, right out of Poltergeist. That happens here. The furniture is like all weird everywhere.
Something written on the wall that says "Mother's milk is red today." What does that mean?
Mother's milk is red today. Like it gets written in blood.
I mean, yeah, but like,
yeah. It's just banging. We hear more banging, and she's screaming at it to stop.
Yeah.
Is this where she...
Yes.
She runs to the door and is like going to leave. And then she's like, wait, no. Like I heard my mother. I'm trying to, She wants to try and communicate back. So she thinks it's her mother maybe communicating through the knocks or the bangs. So she says that 1 knock for yes, 2 knocks for no. She's like, Mom, is it you? 1 knock meant yes. Are you okay? 2 knocks. No, I'm not okay. Are you alone? 2 knocks. I'm not alone. And then there's this like earthquake in the house, and the whole house are shaking, things falling over, and making a mess. So at the library at the high school, Andrew and Jonathan drop into the library.
Yep. Oh yeah, they're yeah. I didn't realize that's what it was, but yeah. Okay, they like.
Oh yeah. Yes, that is what happened.
They what do they do? They
it's propel down. Propel, yes. They propel down. Well, Jonathan does.
Jonathan does very gracefully. Andrew just falls.
Andrew just falls down. And they said they're going to find the seal of Danthasar, and they're gonna show Buffy. They're like, well, maybe we should just go to show Buffy right away. Go get Buffy right away. And Andrew says, "Oh, she's not gonna believe us. We're never gonna be able to tell her.
Trial it first.
We need to have proof of what we're talking about.
We need to alert it. She kills it. Then they become friends.
Yeah, we can join her gang.
We'll work together. Yes,
all be friends." So they go their separate ways because they said they have to find the principal's office because they've never been in this school before. Obviously,
who do we see? Wow, Warren makes a comeback.
Warren is back too. So we're seeing all kinds of dead people. Mm-hmm. Hence the conversation with dead people, and so Jonathan has left, and Andrew and Warren talk.
And Warren's like, it's okay. My death was part of a plan.
Sort of bigger plan. Like, I'm telling you what to do. Like, just listen to me. It'll be okay. Jonathan's like our last hope. Like, he's gonna like get us to the end of this plan that we don't really know the whole thing of. So, like in life, Andrew is just following Warren blindly, even in death.
Yeah. I think he would have learned his lesson.
Yeah. So at the other library, Cassie is talking to Willow still, and she's like, I have a message for you from Tara. And she's like, can I talk to Tara?
Yeah, how come I can't see her?
And she says, she can't talk to you directly because of what you did, because you killed people. So you don't get that privilege.
Yeah, that's annoying. Like, I mean, when I first
That's annoying.
well, I just like, it's so convenient. I didn't think about it at the time, but now that I'm looking back, I'm like, well, weird that you can see Cassie then.
Yeah, because she didn't like kill people because something that happened to Cassie, I guess.
I don't know.
But Willow buys it.
That doesn't make sense. Anyway, yes. I did too at the time.
Yeah, so she's like, but can she hear me? And she says yes. So Willow starts talking to Tara.
Yeah.
And is crying. She misses her so much. It's so hard. And, and it's not getting any easier.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a very quick scene at the bar where a girl sits by Spike and obviously is like interested in him, like kind of like.
Yeah,
sits
I was
next
wondering
to
if it
him.
was the singer from the band, but no.
No.
Okay.
No, and she has like her like pack of cigarettes she puts on the bar. And then at the graveyard, Holden analyzes Buffy, and Buffy is like laying back down on one of the like tombs, like a therapist chair. Couch. It's so funny.
He wants to know why her relationships never last. It's so interesting.
Yeah. About her relationship woes. She said, like my parents weren't the greatest example. And he said, you need to ease up on yourself. You're only 21. What are you supposed to be like? Have your whole like settle down
kids by now?
Settle down by now, which is true. We forget that she's 21.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She just feels like, she's doomed in relationships because she hasn't like it hasn't worked since she's 21, which is crazy.
But she's only 21.
Yeah, he's like, I know we'll have to like fight to the death and everything, but like they're enjoying talking. And he says that she has a superiority complex. Like, why do you think all your relationships fail? He says, like, my parents divorced. And whose fault was it? And she said, my dad. I think he cheated. And he says, you think you're better than all these guys because of like what happened with your parents' divorce. You think you're better with them. And she's like, doesn't really want to open up to him. And I love when he says, Buffy, I'm here to kill you, not to judge you. And she's like, ugh, like, Psych 101, like, you are annoying me. But she's, like, begrudgingly opening up to him.
Mm-hmm.
The last relationship he was in, she behaved so badly with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
She treated him, like, really bad, behaved like a monster. But at the same time, completely let him take her over. And while she's kind of, like, talking about this, Holden grabs a statue and hits her over the head with it. And tries to bite
he
her.
sucks.
Yeah. So they start fighting, and Buffy's like annoyed. She's like, I was opening up to you, and like you just attacked me. But they smash through glass into a mausoleum, a mausoleum. And they're fighting. But Buffy's like, kind of, her feelings are hurt a bit. So back at Buffy's, Dawn hears like breathing and growling.
Creepy.
Yeah.
But she sees like a vision of Joyce.
On the couch where she died.
Yeah.
With this like, they called it like the Black Death Demon. Like that's what they called it. And it's a gnarl suit, the gnarl costume painted black.
Oh.
With like some
adjustments. Okay.
Some adjustments, but yeah. And she sees like Joyce is kind of like and like has like white eyes and everything. And then an axe like flies. Oh, this is where she tries to stop. This is where she tries to run out. That's what happens.
So she starts looking for the axe, but then the demon thing is like, ooh, axe.
Yeah. Are you looking for this? And it flies at her. She runs to the door to run out. Then she stops herself. And she says, no, I'm not leaving. You have my mother. She's trying to talk to me. And I'm not going to let you, like, hold her hostage. In my head,
I'm like, your mom's dead. Get out of there.
Yeah. Would your mom want you to stay here and do this? Probably not. She'd want you to run. So in the school basement, Andrew and Jonathan they're like lost, which is like what happens in the school basement. And Andrew sees Warren standing in front of a door, but Andrew doesn't see him. He's like, that's where we need
Jonathan
to
doesn't
go.
see him.
Sorry, yes, Jonathan doesn't see him. He's like, that's where we need to go. He's like, how do you know? He's like, oh, I just know. So they go into this room through a
Creepy room.
and they're like, okay, this is it. This is where we need to go. So we need to dig. So it's like a dirt floor. So they're just going to start digging for something. Back at the graveyard in the mausoleum, Buffy is ready to kill Holden. But he says, are you killing me because you want to or because I hit a nerve? And so she stops from killing him.
Well, and he also unvamps at that point, though.
Yeah. But she would have still staked him.
Yeah. You're right.
But she's just like, oh, so frustrated with him and she doesn't do it. And she said, you know, if you vampire, he's like, sorry, you opened up to me and I just made me want to bite you. Like, I'm sorry if I stepped over a boundary.
Oh my God.
Oh God. He's like, she says, you know, love, sex, pain, it's all the same to you vampires. Believe me, I would know. And he said, okay. If I ask you a question and I'm right, then I get to ask any question I want. You have to answer it. And then he says, was your last relationship with a vampire?
Dun, dun, dun. He's perceptive, this one.
Yes. Yeah, that he, you know, majoring in psych. He's got it all figured out.
He's good.
And then we go quickly to the street where Spike is walking that lady, assumingly home. We're assuming walking her home. And then at the library, Willow talks about like losing herself, that she hurt so many people and she's trying so hard to like be better and do better and control her magic and everything.
And Cassie's just like, you know, power's bigger than you. Tara and I can see your path and it's not good. Like basically you have to stop magic. You can't ever do magic ever again. And like Willow's disagreeing, obviously. She's like, no, like Giles or whatever. And this is the part where I'm like, that's kind of weird. I feel like this is where I get an inkling that things are going weird.
Yeah, she said, if you use any magic at all, you will kill everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, Willow kind of like pushes back. She's like, well, Giles said it's just as dangerous for me to go cold turkey and not use any magic.
Exactly. Yep.
And so she's like, and Cassie is adamant that her and Tara say, no, like you can't use any. So in the basement, Andrew and Jonathan find the seal that they were looking for. And they're like, okay, we need to go find Buffy, show her this, and so she can destroy it. And as Jonathan, they're finishing digging, Jonathan talks about like missing high school and even the people that didn't like him or picked on him. Like he wants to like, talk to everybody and like see.
He wants to redeem himself, basically.
Wants to see how they're all doing. Like he, all the bad stuff for him in high school has kind of faded and he's nostalgic. Yeah. And he wants to like see how everyone's lives are going and everything. And Andrew sees Warren kind of just standing in the back. And he's kind of mean to him. He's like, they don't care about you. They're not thinking about you. You're here thinking about them, but they don't care about you. They're not even giving you a thought. Yeah. And Jonathan said, well, I still care. I still care about them. And they finish digging. So at Buffy's, Dawn is doing some magic. And she's trying to cast out the demon that's holding her mother hostage.
The lights go out. The windows bust out.
I mean, chaos. It like scratches her face, cuts her face.
Oh, yeah.
She's like throwing this little glitter out and doing the spell and yelling, and it's like absolute mayhem. Like I don't think the house has ever been this badly destroyed.
No.
In the show. So at the graveyard,
Buffy has not learned her lesson. She's opening up to him again.
She's doing it again.
Again, this is stupid. Like he did try to attack you.
Yeah, but she can handle him.
I guess. I just don't understand why she feels compelled to open up to him.
I think because like what he said, sometimes some things you can only tell a stranger. I think that's what it is. Even though she says like, well, you're not, we bonded through this experience, this evening, we bonded, but that is true, I think, is what she's talking about. Yeah. And she said that Spike did love her in his own way, but she didn't want to be loved. She wanted to be punished. And she says, to tell you the truth, I'm worse than all of them. My friends, the guys I've dated, I'm beneath them. She said, I'm not worthy of their love.
And it's funny because like earlier in the episode, he was just saying like it's a superiority complex when it's like an inferiority complex.
But then she says, but it's worse because their opinions don't really matter because I'm the slayer. And this is terrible, but sometimes I think I am better than them. So he said, you have a inferiority complex, or you have a which I don't remember what order he says. You have a superiority complex and you have an inferiority complex about it. He's like, this is
something like that.
Fascinating. I mean, he said, but it all boils down to you being alone, you feeling alone.
Yeah.
And we're all alone. We're all alone as we live and then until we die. And she's like, oh, great. Okay, great. Very helpful, Holden. Thanks. So she's like, okay, I guess we should fight. We should like get this over with. She's like, thanks for listening. He's like, hey, no problem. Some things you can only tell a stranger. She's like, you're not a stranger. And they're like, oh, we're friends. We're friends now. And she said, hey, that stuff I told you about Spike.
He's and like, then wait, he's what? Like, wait, how do you know that person?
Spike.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go quickly where the girl is trying to invite Spike up, and he's kind of hesitating, trying to invite him up to her apartment. So we go to Buffy's, and Dawn is
she's working on the spell. She's casting the spell.
Yeah, still trying to cast it. Mess, absolute mess. And then when she finishes it, it's like demon blood like splatters the walls everywhere.
And she sees Joyce.
Come to her in this like angelic white, ness, and she's gonna talk to Dawn. And then when we go back to the library where Tara warns Willow that, if you can't use any magic. And Willow kind of like panics and is like freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, like you're going to tell me I'm going to kill everyone if I use magic? And
because she's saying, what about what Giles said? Giles said it would be dangerous to stop.
Yeah. And then she said, well, there is one other way. There's like one other thing you could do. And basically says you could be with Tara. You won't hurt anyone. You can kill yourself. Is basically what she says.
It's just going to sleep.
It's just like going to sleep.
And Willow's like, who are you?
Yeah, Willow stands up as like, something's not right here.
Yep.
At the graveyard, Holden says that Spike sired him.
Yeah. How is that possible?
And Buffy's like totally shocked. Gutted, shocked. And then we see Spike biting that lady.
Yeah, how? This is where I actually texted Ashley when this happened. I'm like, what are you doing? What is going on?
And I usually just go, or ha 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 ha. That's all I ever really reply. So he's bit her and like drained her. So he's killed her.
He killed her.
And then at Buffy's, Joyce says that there are things coming, like big things coming, and that Buffy won't be there for you. When it like comes down to it, she won't choose you. I love you and I love Buffy, but she won't choose you.
She's going to be against Dawn.
It's going to be against you. I feel like if that was like really going to happen, that would have been at end of season 5. Like that was like the real, I think, showdown with like that Buffy would have turned on Dawn.
Well, also, and like I said earlier in the scene, like whenever it was when Cassie's first telling Willow about how she can't use magic ever again, this is my inkling where it's like, okay, something is wrong. All of these things aren't adding up. All of these people, Holden and Cassie and whatever's going on with Dawn, this isn't real. So I don't think this is Joyce.
There's alternative motives to what's like, being said here.
There's a fake out going on, I think.
Yeah. And then she leaves, and Dawn's like, wait, I want to talk to you. And she just is left there in the mess, like crying, because Joyce leaves. And then in the basement, Andrew stabs Jonathan with the knife.
Of course. How did we not see that coming?
And he falls onto the seal and is like bleeding.
A sacrifice. His blood. Yeah, his blood is going over it.
So the library, Willow says, who are you? Because she knows like this is not Tara and Cassie.
And the person's like, oh, is suicide too far?
Oh, yeah. Oops. I thought I would try it out. Was doing so well. We were doing so well before then. And she's basically just starts, and then she gives up the kind of the ruse and says, what's coming is like the big finish. I'm sick of keeping the balance between good and evil.
It's like everything before this will seem like cake.
Yeah. Everything that I've put your friends through before this will seem like cake. And it's like, I devour. And then it turns inside out.
Yeah.
Like, so Cassie's mouth opens, it swallows her head.
Yeah.
And then swallows her and just whoop.
And then it disappears. So we don't know what it is.
Yeah. So then we have this little montage of Willow shocked, Dawn laying there in the house.
Quite shaken.
Yeah. Jonathan bleeding out on the seal.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like we actually see like that Spike kills the girl here. And Buffy stakes Holden. And is just like in shock about
She looks very concerned
what she's been told.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the end of
Quite
the
the
episode.
Yep.
And it ends on the lyric when it's like alone, and then it just ends, which is like what Buffy was talking about with Holden. Okay, very good episode.
Very good episode.
So my favorite line was when Holden says, "Buffy, I'm here to kill you, not to judge you." I loved that. I loved Holden. He's great.
He was a great character. Yes,
he would have been a really fun like character to have longer. But yeah,
he served his purpose.
Yeah. My favorite scene was the last like mausoleum conversation with Holden and Buffy. Like that scene and like their conversation. I just thought it was very telling. I mean, really the whole thing, but it was very telling about Buffy. And yeah, I think it is true. Like the things you can only tell a stranger.
Yeah.
She couldn't tell any of this stuff to any of her friends or Dawn or anybody. So I think that's why she opened up to him. So I just liked that conversation.
Yeah. No, it was good. When her and Holden were catching up, somebody mentioned how it was fun to catch up. And she said, yeah, it's because I'm going to win.
Oh, yeah. It's when they're talking about having to fight to the death.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, oh, are you sad because we have to fight to the death or whatever and upset? And she said, no, it's because I'm going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she knows she can handle him. Like she knows she can take care of him.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then same favorite scene, yeah. Like I said, I don't think that was my favorite line, but that'll do. That'll do.
That'll do, pig. All right. You know what that's from, right? I always feel bad when I say that. When I say that, people are going to be like, what are you talking about?
How would somebody not know what that is?
I don't know, but I always feel like, oh, someone thinks I'm calling them a pig. But anyway.
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's still with Holden and Buffy. And then she's like, so what have you been up to? And he's like, apparently dying.
Yeah.
That was really funny. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. And then my stake rating was a 4.9. I give it a 4.9 because I just think it's just
that's solid. That's
really
solid.
well done, well written, well edited, well paced, all those things.
Yeah.
It does move the plot forward.
It does.
But we don't really know all the details of that yet. It plants doubt in all the characters.
Oh, does it ever?
Yeah, it's like sowing seeds of doubt among everyone. Great, like everyone has like great revealing conversations. I mean, I guess not really too much Dawn. She doesn't really do much talking. But Willow and Buffy have like a lot of very revealing conversations with, I think, conversations they couldn't have with each other or their friends. Yeah, it was just great. I like the way it was edited, paced, written. Yeah, it was just a really good episode. 4.9, almost perfect.
Okay, I gave it a 4.8. Yeah, so obviously, you all know I rate lower than Ashley, so that's a pretty good rating for me.
That's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it was really well done. Holden was a great character.
Yeah, he was.
The first, however long into the episode, I was just like, what is going on? Like, it was so crazy to me. And yeah, like, it wasn't really until when Cassie was telling Willow, she's like, you can never do magic again. Then I was like, wait a second. My spidey senses were like, something's sus here. Mm-hmm. So, and then, but even after that, like, I'm still like not sure exactly what happened. Like, what they were all separate, which I think is on purpose, obviously. Like, was that really Holden? Like, was that actually him, or was it like some sort of, I don't want to use the word apparition, but like, was it like a fake out or whatever? Same with like Cassie. That wasn't Cassie, obviously. Mm-hmm. That wasn't Joyce. Does that mean also it's not Spike? Because Spike has, first of all, he got his soul back, but also he still has the chip, right? I'm assuming? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he like tried hurting somebody and hurt himself.
Yeah.
That wasn't Spike, but like, what would the point of the Spike scenes be if nobody was around to witness it?
That's good instinct.
So, like, what's going on?
We're the only ones that saw that.
Exactly. So I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
These are good questions to be asking for next week. These are all good questions to be asking for next week.
So I'm curious to see what happens. I'm very curious to know, like, obviously Buffy and Dawn or Willow are going to regroup shortly. And like, I'm assuming they're going to talk about what happened.
Yeah.
Especially because the house is completely trashed. So yeah, I'm curious to see if that demon planted some doubt into Dawn's mind about Buffy not being there. Obviously, Buffy has doubts about Spike now. Mm-hmm. I think. I'm not sure, actually, I guess. She looked very concerned at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Willow seems to be the one though that was like, no, this isn't a thing. So
Mhm.
I think Willow seems like she's the strongest minded out of the three of them.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Good.
Anyway, I'm very curious to know what happens next. Yeah, this is like you said,
Ah,
this is a forward moving episode, but it also keeps us in the dark.
yeah.
So I don't
It's
know.
setting the stage for a lot of revelations, I'll say.
Okay, I hope so. I hope those revelations come soon because, you know,
Some of them will be next week.
okay, good.
Okay. So, next week's episode called Sleeper. The question is, which celebrity stole Spike's look?
Which celebrity stole Spike's look?
Yeah.
And we have to think of an episode or a celebrity back then. Like, I don't know. This is 20 years ago.
They're still relevant.
Brad Pitt.
Does Brad Pitt and Spike look alike?
No.
Okay.
But I don't know who looks like Spike. I don't think anybody looks like him.
Okay. I mean, there is a very easy answer if you think of it obvious, if you could think of it. No? Okay. Brad Pitt it is. This was either going to be an extreme softball or you would have no clue. So it was going to go either way. You'd be immediately know it or you wouldn't. So I tried. All right. So that wraps up season 7, episode 7, Conversations with Dead People. Again, you can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube and Instagram at One Girl in All the World Pod. You can also email us at onegirlpod@gmail.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with season 7, episode 8, Sleeper. See you soon.